Hello and welcome to Modern Mystic. My name is Sarah. You're listening to Ask One Radio, the world's number one psychic radio network. Now, this is my first show and I'm so excited. I cannot wait to actually speak to some of you lovely callers out there. So get dialing. You know the numbers and I absolutely can't wait. So I'm going to be taking 2 calls. But in the meantime, I'm going to be telling you a little bit about myself, how I work, and my story so far, and I hope you find it interesting. I hope I don't bore you, but I feel like I need to kind of introduce myself. I want you to really get to know me as a person, as well as a psychic. So I'm going to start from the beginning. I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. My name's Sarah, based in, you've guessed it, the UK, based in Surrey. I have my own private practice here. And I also work for a TV channel called Psychic Today, based in the UK. So I spend a lot of my time on set, in the studio, and also streaming from home like I am today as well. Now, I've been working professionally as a psychic for coming up now, this is my 27th year professionally. Psychic since childhood, and I'll go much more into depth in terms of my own personal psychic experiences in a later show. But yeah, I started as a child, and when I was 17, I went to a psychic fair and I had my first ever reading, and I was absolutely captivated. You know, for me, the paranormal, the metaphysical, anything unusual was a fascination for me as a child. So I had my first reading there, and I asked the lady, you know, can you teach me how to read the cards? It's something I really want to do. And I was expecting her to come over and, you know, spend weeks with me, you know. But she simply came over and she shuffled her cards. And I waited eagerly, and she just handed them to me and said, right, you can already do it. Do me a reading. I thought, no, I can't do that. But that's when I did my first ever reading, and it was very rusty, very slow, and very basic. But within a month of that, she had me working in psychic fairs. So I was very much thrown in at the deep end. And like I said, now I work for Psychic Today, work for TV, also radio as well. And I work in a variety of different ways. And my main way, the one that I love, which is my first ever technique, really, or tool that I ever worked with, are called the Psy cards. And this is what I use as a basis for many of my readings, which I also have here. And they are, this particular pack is you know, it's been with me from day one, so it's 26 years old. Also known as the soulmate psychic. So I love tuning to your soulmate, your twin flame, and your soul connections. Also like to look at the Akashic records. Now, let me just tell you a little bit about the Akashic records and what they are. The Akashic realm is like it's a library of everything that has ever happened, you know, a whole soul pathway and everything that will happen. Pretty much our destiny is written within these realms. And what I can do is access those realms for you. Have a look at perhaps those soul connections or your soul pathway, or maybe even your spiritual development. Now, the way in which I do that is a little bit unusual. Now, I have with me, this is I want to say one of my prize tools, but this is what I have, and this is called a cathedral light brick crystal. And it's very powerful, and this is what I use to access the Akashic realm. I also use the rune stones, which are an ancient Scandinavian form of divination. I have mine on crystals, the rune stones etched on crystals. I'm just going to show you some of them here. Let me just grab one for you. Here we have one. Okay, so there we are. So you can see that right there. So these are crystals, and I also use the energy of the crystals as well as the rune stones. Another thing that I do like to use, and this is a bit of a newer thing for me, is something that's called geomancy. And I've got my cards here, but within a geomantic reading, what I do here is actually create a chart. So I combine ancient geomantic symbols, which you can see here if you're viewing on the video. And then I can actually piece them together or pull them together with an astrological chart and do really quite in-depth forecasts. But I can do quick geomantic readings as well. Now, I am very, very excited because I have my first caller. Now, her name is Zana, and she is from Sacramento in California. Hello, Zana, are you there?
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Very well. And you are my first caller, so I'm very, very excited to speak to you.
Oh, awesome. Hey.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Right,
hello?
What would you like to ask me?
I just kind of have a question. Do I have anybody entering my life this year on love?
Okay, let's have a look for you. I'm going to shuffle the cards very, very quickly, and then I'm going to deal a few out, and I'm going to let you know what I feel here and what I see that's coming up for you. Because I do, even now, just tuning into your voice, I feel like I'm looking at the cards actually, that the area of love for you, I want to say in the past has been very up and down. I get a real sense of emotional turbulence within your relationship past. And I feel here there has been a gap, there has been a space where you've been waiting for a new relationship, a better relationship to be coming in here for you. And I feel very much, I do feel like we've got somebody coming in for you for this year. I'm just sort of tuning into the month here because I feel I want to go between March and May here with you. This relationship seems to be, I'm being told here, one of a kind. Okay, this is a relationship that I feel actually has quite a spiritual connection with it, a spiritual connection, like a soul connection coming in here for you. I want to also say what the words that I'm being given here by my spirit guides are absolutely fantastic because they're saying your mind is actually going to be blown with this person. Do you do any kind of cosmic ordering or law of attraction stuff?
Wow, I love it. And you know what? I've been practicing law of attraction, so I hope so.
I mean, I feel that what we've got coming in for you is exactly what you've been putting out there, to the universe. Because I'm getting all these boxes being ticked here as I'm talking to you, and there is such a sense of being able to grow. I feel like I said, the relationship path around you has been a little bit tricky, not on the right page. You not being on the same page as the people that we've got actually that have entered your life. Really, I want to say a huge learning curve with your relationship past as well. Really interesting. Turmoil. I get a lot of emotion around your past that I feel coming in for you. I get absolute joy. I feel like this is going to be a big year for you when it comes to love. Work as well. I have to say, I'm getting energy around work. I feel like that's going to be developing in a way that, okay, so I'm getting quite some really big words here with you, which is wonderful.
Wow.
It's almost like, how can I put it, exponential development around work as well. So I want to say by the time we get to those summer months, I feel that many areas, if you like, particularly work and love, are really going smoothly. And I feel that the person that's coming in, I feel like they are new. I feel like they are fresh. Don't feel like this is somebody that you know or have ever known, really. And I get that sense of almost like sweeping in and kind of, like I said, blowing your mind here, and sweeping you off your feet. I feel it's going to take you a little bit of time to incorporate, how can I put it, to really trust this is real, if this makes sense, because I feel like you have been so let down in the past. Particularly, I want to say the last couple of years have been, I want to say I get the words of disappointment coming in. Can you relate to that?
Oh my God, terrible. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. It's been, I'm getting the energy balancing out. So you've been through, I feel like you've been through all the bad stuff here. So you're coming into a time that is, I'm getting the word beautiful here. So I feel like you're coming into a time where you are going to have your heart desire, and that I want to say that emptiness, because I'm tuning into your heart chakra at the moment, and I feel like it has been empty for a little while now, and you feel quite depleted. And I feel here that energy coming back in, flowing back in, right to the very top here, and actually being filled back up with that love. And it's more than that. It's more than love for just a human being. This is, almost like falling in love with life again as well. So this is a very special relationship that I've got coming in for you. I've also got a link in with overseas with this person too. So I want to say look out for that. This person, I feel you've got a very, very intuitive link with. So I want to say almost like expect the unexpected. It's quite exciting. I want to say expect within the relationship to be so in tune with that person that you'll know automatically when they are thinking about you. I feel like I want to say watch out for signs from the universe as well, just before this relationship comes in. Now, my guides are giving me something else here as well. What they're saying is that just before this relationship enters into your life, it says they're saying, watch out, you're going to be a bit of a magnet. Okay. So don't be surprised if you get lots of interest coming in. So it might be a little bit confusing at the time, but I do feel this relationship is a groundbreaking in terms of your life and your relationship path. And I feel very much I get such a smoothness with it as well in terms of the way it develops. So it's not too fast, it's not too slow, but the element of commitment I feel is going to be there for you really quite early on with this relationship. It's like you are going to know that you are right for him, and he's going to know that they are right for you, or you are right for them, if that makes sense.
Wow, I'm so excited.
You should be. This is absolutely fantastic. I really do love the energy of what's coming in for you. Like I said, I think, I want to say between March and May is where I've got that energy entering your life. But there is some sort of change coming in within you that I feel it's almost like your vibration gets raised and then bang, you're into this relationship. It's almost like the universe has been waiting for you to be ready. Okay. So sometimes when we think we're ready, it might not actually be the case. We're not. But it's about raising our vibration enough through other events sometimes and through our own self that actually puts us into alignment with manifesting that desire. I'm also being shown here to pay attention to your dreams because you are very, very intuitive yourself, incredibly intuitive. And I feel that you may even dream of this relationship before it comes in. Okay, is there anything else you'd like to ask?
Of things before they happen. It's kind of weird.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed your reading.
Oh my God, thank you so much. It was amazing.
Oh, thank you. Take care.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you. Bye. Now we have another caller here. We've got Lisa from Birmingham. Lisa, are you there?
Yes, I am. Hello, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. And an absolute pleasure for you to join me on my first ever show. Now, is there something that you would like me to look at for you?
Oh, yes. My relationship right now with my husband.
Right, okay. Let's have a look. I'm just going to shuffle the cards for you. Let's just see what we have coming in. Right, because as I'm sort of tuning into your energy, There feels like there is there's a big disconnection here with your relationship, and I feel like I want to use the word conflict here with you at the moment. Whatever you are saying, it's like communication seems to be difficult and challenging for you at the moment. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
You know, whatever you are trying to say to this person, I feel is not being heard in the right way, or they're taking it the wrong way, or being deliberately difficult. And they're not working with you. Like I said, we've got this disconnection here within your heart energies. I do feel that things are going to be balancing out here, but I also feel here there is like a big question around this relationship in terms of where it moves forward, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, and I feel here it's almost like I've got you having to make the decision here on what you do with the relationship, because at the moment I feel that you're at loggerheads here. You're kind of clashing in terms of where the relationship goes, and I feel like they are very stubborn. Your partner is very stubborn at the moment. And I feel, like I said, we've got this big disconnection going on. Now, let me just see what's coming up for you within this relationship, because I do feel I do get here with this. You know, even though we've got the conflict going on, I feel that you're how can I put it? The love that you have for each other is actually really strong, really powerful, and I feel like the way in which the relationship started, we get such an intensity with it as well. This is all about, I want to say, like it's about strategy and negotiating your way around each other. I feel it's almost like the area in which you are in the biggest conflict with. I feel like that whole conversation needs to take a bit of a breather, you know, a bit of a breather and a bit of a break. I do feel that you are going to end up agreeing, and I do feel that you are going to end up being, being happy with each other. Does that make sense? I feel like there is a future, but there has to be more give and take from their side. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. But he's very
Yeah,
set in his ways.
and this is why I feel. Pardon?
I said, yes, it does, because he's very set in his ways.
Yeah, okay. And I feel that he will bend. I feel that he will bend, but it's like, I want to say he doesn't do that under pressure, if that makes sense. I also feel, if I'm just tuning into his energy, there are other things in his life that are not necessarily going to plan, or not necessarily going well. And I feel like he's overcompensating here in the relationship and being almost like a little bit too, opinionated, if that makes sense. He's not working with you. And I do feel here that will change. I want to say, I feel like I've got improvements coming into his life, which is obviously going to take the pressure off the relationship. And I feel very much, I want to say over the next, I want to say over the next sort of 4 to 8 weeks with this, that I get an improvement. I feel at the moment you're really questioning as to whether there is going to be a future with this relationship. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
I still get the decision lying with you, okay? But I want to say now isn't exactly the right time to be making that decision. But I get with this because I do feel things will change, you see. So I get with this, it's almost like wait this out, ride this time period out, because I do feel that you are going to be able to reach that next level within this relationship. I get reconnection coming in, which is beautiful, okay? So I don't feel here all is lost, but it's just taking its time. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Is there anything else that you would like to ask me?
I've got a situation going on with 2 of my grandchildren, and I'd like to know that everything's going to work out all right for them.
Right. Okay. So again, you seem to have like conflict going on with within the situation. I feel like I've got, this is a little bit longer here, so I feel like I want to go into the summer months with this in terms of where everything is resolved. But I do feel that everything will work out there for them. And I feel, and between you as well, I feel very much that, how can I put the worrying that's around you is really, something else. But I feel that I want to say everything is back to normal or better over the next few months. By summer, all better. Now I think I've got to wrap up, and my show's nearly over. So thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye. So that's my 2 callers done, and my show is nearly over. So I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody. And I will, of course, what I hope to do is tell you a lot more about me, do some more readings, and bring in some special guests and cover some really interesting topics over the next few weeks. So I'm looking very much forward to being here again at the same time next week. And like I said, if you want to get hold of me, my website's modern-mystic.co.uk, and you can also find me on Psychic Today and Psychic Pages, and also you can catch me on A1R radio network too. So I'm going to wish you a very good night and a lovely week ahead. Take care. Bye.